Did she do it or did she just find the weapon and pull it out?
I think she just found the weapon. I feel like if she did it, she would have more blood on her, no?
Mm-hmm.
I've been here before.
Don't panic,
Of
though.
course this would happen. Of course this woman I've somehow fallen in with would be you.
Just let her explain.
Why I grabbed this?
Can the sight of a corpse really still upset you? Or is this fun? To manipulate?
It's not her, Joe.
What's she doing in my room?
She was planting all the seeds. My mom told me not to cry. She told me to be unemotional.
You've been convincing. Okay, I think I have an idea.
What are you doing?
You do.
Yeah, I work well under pressure. One thing, if we do this, once we start, we have to see it through. Together.
So we gonna chop up this body. You gonna get her arm, I'm gonna get her arm.
Moment I have to turn around and pin it on you.
And I don't abandon you. Either.
No, I'm not doing that.
Maybe this is like the killer setting him up once again.
Her blood on his hands
I
now.
can do what needs to be done.
Joe, you're an idiot.
For sure.
He's
You're
a fool.
A fucking idiot. Because
You read all them books. You
And
do
done.
all this sneaking.
And done.
You make all these plans.
And done.
Now,
Really,
baby,
madam?
you barely in the group.
Hello?
If you gonna be real about it.
If we weren't handcuffed by dodgy master people, we could line up all of London, draw and quarter every 10th man, and demand answers until someone gave up the evil rich killer. The catch us in a matter of days.
And we wouldn't have to cower out here.
he's about to OD.
Yeah.
Oh no, I like the country. We're in control out here.
You ain't got no signal. Ain't got no police. That's close by. You ain't got nothing but land.
Joe, you act like you do this.
Why are you doing all the work?
When you literally just fell out the window.
We need to leave so that Jonathan and I can fuck.
Oh.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay.
Get straight to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Right.
Y'all are not thinking about Karen. Where are you going?
Where
Where are you going? There's no way.
Oh my god.
You fell out of a... Mother. Oh my god.
You guys really thought.
Do you have another idea?
Oh my god. Throw out
Throw
the
out the
window.
No.
No one heard nothing.
No. No one saw nothing. All the security that's supposed to be around there, they're not catching on to this.
Goodness gracious.
Oh my gosh.
What in the hell?
Manipulating me into hiding my body.
You really believe that I want you?
Now she trying to do the mind trick
What do you
and reverse it on him.
Exactly what a killer would do.
When I found you with Gemma, I knew either you killed her or someone is trying to frame you.
Frame.
Yes,
Why would it be?
because the same thing happened to me
We're being honest now.
with Malcolm.
Oh,
Why would you
shit.
say that? Why would you say that? Well, we in it together now, so
I woke up
why not?
and I found Malcolm on my table.
Get on the
Yeah, on the floor.
Do you know what? I've hydrated quite a lot today.
See?
Isn't it really?
He's like,
You sure you don't want to just move on to pegging? I mean, it's great. This might be better, actually.
Don't be embarrassed.
Does it have to be a man?
There's no place
I
for
wonder. It could be like a power thing, like
It's up to you, darling.
daddy issues, like, you know?
mm-hmm.
It's not gonna do it for him, I don't think. It's not gonna be the same.
Wait.
Wear your goggles.
Can you call me sir?
May I wheel on you, sir?
That,
Can you be like a
Dominating.
forceful
Yeah.
about it too?
Yeah. Yeah,
No, I mean, I'm sorry.
Listen, if it's your kink, you ask for it the way you want it.
Wait, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Open your eyes and look at me.
I don't want it to burn. Go on. Kiss me.
It's not it.
What's... 'Cause, 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 'c
So for your sake,
Mm.
I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
as well as mine,
Don't say it.
it's over.
Now he gonna go
Mm-hmm.
be mad at Joe. Cause why would you tell her that? It's my meal ticket.
This meal ticket's gone now.
Get caught.
She gonna draw attention to him being over there and say he did it.
Joe,
I don't trust.
You're an idiot.
Although we said she might not be the one because they're making it a little too obvious, like making her a little too suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Don't go in.
Of course she's
Of course
gotta
she's
go
going
in.
in.
Is it all cleaned up?
Rolled. Oh.
She found the.
Uh-oh. Gotta kill somebody else.
And so it begins.
I'm Robin. I'm so glad you were wrong. And I'm so glad I'm not Benzo's.
What is happening?
So now he know Gemma dead.
I am.
Oh, I just caught like he was listening in.
Yes.
You dumbass.
You are. You must be laughing right now.
That's genius.
Yeah.
He murders our dear friend in cold blood.
Why?
What would be his reason besides he was just a douche?
Robert, yeah, why would I get drunk?
There was.
What about you, Roll?
The murder started when he came.
Because he was an easy scapegoat.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, you talking about yourself.
Okay.
With your own motive.
Yeah.
Roll, would you care to show the room your camera? All of your creepy little photos?
He deleted them.
Babe?
I'm an artist.
She said,
oh.
oh.
That with a dirty little stalker like yourself.
A room. And she was afraid that anyone might
What-
think it was her. So
What
she
are
asked
we?
me
What are we doing?
to help move it.
This is insane.
Why don't you just wait for fucking Kate to get back?
Roll has this wrong. Everything he's saying.
No, enough.
God and Empire.
You
I
really?
sentence you, Jonathan Moore, to death.
And y'all don't want to call the police. You don't think that's fishy?
Mm-hmm.
For us to not call, for us to kill someone. Snatch the gun.
Sit tight. I'm going peasant hunting.
Oh, he sound like,
He was in The Witcher.
no, he sound like
Don't go into
Ramsey.
the woods.
Mm.
Don't do. Oh fuck.
Why not go run to Kate?
Where the fuck is Kate?
Was that her the whole time, y'all?
yes,
Kate and Phoebe.
yes. Well, Kate. I mean, they're best friends, so she might be part.
Goodbye, Guy Ritchie. Someone pick me up.
No one is questioning that this behavior is strange.
We've all had a long.
This is idiotic.
It really is.
Damn, he got onto you quick.
No, that man trained.
Surely it's been frustrating.
Where's
in our
Reese?
company.
We ain't seen him in a
That's what I'm
minute.
saying.
Reminder
He
of
didn't
what
come.
you
Reese
are.
is gonna save him.
Yeah.
Low class.
You gonna hear it? What?
You don't know you messing with a real killer.
Right. Punch him a couple times.
Okay.
That happens? That's real?
Scrappy son of a bitch.
Don't catch your breath. Reese.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cause what are you doing here? And you ain't been here.
Mm-hmm.
We knew. We knew with the gloves.
Mm-hmm.
No, Joe.
Uh-huh.
I hate those.
Whole time.
The whole
Whole
time.
time. We knew. We knew.
Oh damn, it's not over.
Chances. It's very hard to predict your moves sometimes.
I missed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you always do.
On TV.
He about to be fucking mayor.
To be brilliant and know it. I appreciate that. I see out of this is to make you believe I'm
Yeah.
Right. Like you really don't know him.
Very
He's
interesting.
not going to let you live.
It was looking hairy, and you're right.
Joe is a solo act.
I've been so eager to begin to describe it.
Now, roll, I know you awake. Get up. That metal strong.
Excellent.
Going nowhere. Caught.
I thought it could be easier if I go free.
Yeah.
Killing a man while chained to a pillar is an unreasonable ask, Reese.
And how's he supposed to make that look like a suicide?
Okay, why, Joe?
Oh shit.
Oh. No, yeah, I'm about to burn up.
Really?
How did he break it off? Just hit it on the wall?
An hour ago, it was hunting.
Right.
Please. Oh, Jonathan, wait. I'm sorry.
No, you boost me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh no, you gonna be burnt up fooling with me. Cause I ain't got it. Pulling no grown man up out of no cellar. I ain't got it. And get off me.
Let him see it.
Oh yeah, roll need to see that. So now you on the good side and you gotta hunt down the real killer. Damn. That thing went up fast. Well, I guess Joe can't because that would expose him. He's supposed to be dead. Nah, that's a sticky situation.
Your past doesn't scare me.
You don't know it.
Can't be worse than mine.
It is.
Darling, the things I've
I
done.
know what I'm like. I don't let people in. It's
I can't.
He said, I'm not the one.
I'm sorry. In another world, another life,
I would take my clothes back.
I would run after her, risk everything for her,
Would you really?
but I can't because I'm already in a relationship with you, Reese.
Now he on TV gonna be the mayor. You did murders. Now you got a new fixation. It ain't romance no more.
I know who you really are now, Reese, and I'm coming for you.
Well,
Child.
we were right all along.
Yeah, the whole time.
Joe's an idiot. Things don't change.
He's still stupid.
Right. I don't know how I feel. Like, part of me's like happy. It's like, ooh, I was right. Like, you know, if you're doing whodunit, you're like, yeah, I was right. But I'm also mad that I was right. Because
it was too obvious for
it was
us
obvious
that that's where this was going.
Yeah.
There were a couple people that was like, oh, you might be.
Right.
But it really, I feel like it's always the person that's like the unexpected or unsuspected person. It's always them. So, of course it was going to be Reese.
I think in the way that they told this, it's like, yes, it's obvious to us. It's not obvious to Joe.
Yeah.
We're looking at this through Joe's lens, and he clearly has blinders for somebody that is like him.
Right.
So,
And he doesn't understand the whodunit world.
No.
He's made it very clear that he doesn't understand it
Yeah.
and doesn't like it and thought it was beneath
Which
him.
is interesting.
Yeah.
it's almost like they, I don't know, like watching as a viewer, like when we're shouting at the TV, it's like, Joe, wake the fuck up.
Right. It's like
It's
they
him,
wanted
it's
us
him,
to
it's
have
him.
that.
But,
And kind of maybe make us feel, oh, maybe we're wrong, but no, we're really right the whole
yeah.
time. So I'm curious why they're doing this final season in parts. Or I don't know if it's the final season, but this season
I would assume.
in parts. I don't know how I feel. Because at first I was like, oh, I like that it's a whodunit. And I thought it was going to be really, really different. But it's not different enough for me to think it's better than the previous 3 seasons.
I think maybe, I speak for myself. Because it felt too easy for me to figure out. It was, I don't want to say disappointing because I don't feel like that's the right word. It was just kind of like, okay, that's what I thought. There was nothing like, oh, that's something that was a twist that I didn't expect. Like it was predictable.
Very predictable
for me. So did we need another season? Like it could have ended after Marianne.
Right. It's almost like, would it have been better if the season was about him
Yeah.
getting to Marianne? If you would have stayed with the obsession of the person that he loves versus a person that's framing him for murder.
Or if maybe if it were like, Joe, we know all the stuff that you did, so now I am a person coming back after you for vengeance.
Yes.
Not like there's another murderer and now I'm hunting a hunter.
Right. It would have been nice if there was a little loose end he left behind that came back and got him.
John Stamos.
John Stamos. Or Ellie being like, haha, I'm older now. Now I know what to do.
Yeah. Because it's like, I think after the last season, or maybe the season before, I think my perspective of Joe has changed. Because, we were like, I was standing for him.
Yeah.
And like, he just in love and he just feels deeply. And these women just don't understand. No, you crazy. So, because I'm no longer on his side or like rooting for him or wanting him to get away with things and that kind of stuff, I'm more of an observer this time around. It's like, I don't stand with your cause as far as like you trying to be this holier than thou person taking Reese down. Like, yeah, okay. But you also a murderer too. And you did some killings and you did some things that were underhanded. Like, I'm no longer buying into this image of Joe being a hero.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm tired of him being framed as a hero.
Yeah.
Right. I'm tired of him being in denial.
It gives very much so like Dexter, especially like...
I'm the savior.
Yeah.
Right.
And why don't you let me save you?
But at least Dexter was killing bad people.
That part.
Yeah.
Like, seriously bad people. Not people that were morally corrupt.
Yeah. But it's still like that mindset of, I'm helping, I'm getting rid. And it's like, but you're also doing the very shit that they're doing. You're a murderer. It doesn't make you better than
just because
else.
your intentions might be different does not mean that the murder is okay.
That's how they explain away their murder.
Yes, to them, what they're doing is okay too. They have justifications. You just like stab them up. Like,
right.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't know. I almost feel like they could have made it obvious that it was Reese, or at least have him find out about Reese, maybe like in the 3rd episode, and maybe they didn't need to go to this house to hide away. It's like maybe they actually met up in the 3rd episode and actually did some stuff together, and it actually be like, how we said, like a team up, or something. I don't know if I like where the story went, and I don't know this next part, what it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's like, do I care anymore?
Do I care?
This is where it's like, when I said at the beginning, I was like, I kind of like didn't care anymore because the 3rd season, him killing off his wife and Marianne escaping, I was like, that should have been just like it. And so when they were like, we're coming back with more, I was like, for why?
Right. And I feel like it was very misleading. Like, I didn't watch any of the previews for this to see what they were going to do, and maybe the previews told us this was going to happen. But I feel like the way that the last season ended was misleading. And how the 1st episode kind of started, where it really felt like he was really going after Marianne. Marianne was the you, and he stopped talking about you, and the you switched very quickly.
The you became the hunter. But it's
a different story now, and I don't know how I feel. If I like this new... Because the one part is like, how long can he keep chasing after people? So it was like they needed to do something different, but I don't know if this was the different... I don't know if I like how it came out.
Yeah, Joe's killings has always been motivated by love, seeking love and wanting to be loved. And if they would have made more of this connection with him and Kate that way, where he had to kill for her, then that kind of continues his whole,
yeah, like if he was killing to actually protect her, and it's kind of really not what happened.
But the fact that he's not actually killing people other than Alfred, it changed.
That was self-defense.
Yes. So,
I don't know if I felt like I was watching you, because Joe wasn't really even like stalking like he normally does. I mean, I get that he was trying to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of torn, because I feel like if it would have been the same thing, you found a new person, I would be bored.
Right.
Because it's the same story over again. I think I would be more intrigued by a story of Joe now being hunted, someone seeking vengeance for someone finding out, you know, who he actually is, just like Reese did, but actually now you're on the other end of the stalking, but like for real, but you know what I mean, not like I admire you and I want to team up on some, like, no, you're a bad person,
right,
and you deserve to, you know, meet justice or something something
putting
like
him
that.
in situations that threaten him and force him, like, do I kill the guys, what do I do, which is kind of how it felt in the first 2 episodes, and now it kind of just
because I also think maybe I was going into this with the understanding that this was going to be the final season, and so it was like, okay, so it makes sense for Joe to like now be hunted, and then either he meets his demise or he goes to jail or whatever the case may be, but it closes out the story,
right.
And now I'm just like, I don't know if I care. I don't know if I care.
Right.
I don't know if I want to see. It's like, I don't want to say Joe is turning over a new leaf because he's still who he is, as far as like, I'm the savior of all humanity, because that's just what he thinks in his mind.
Right.
I just don't know if I care anymore.
Yeah. I don't understand why we need to have it in parts.
Maybe they're like, let's give them these first 5, see what the reception is, and then we can tweak the second half if they don't like it.
I don't know if they have time.
Like,
I think it's only a couple week break. Like, I think
it comes out next month.
Next month or April, right? Something like
March
that.
It comes 7th, out, I think.
Yeah.
So
maybe
I don't know. Maybe it's just a production thing that they had to do.
That could
they needed a break.
That could
they needed a break, or you know,
COVID or something.
Or
staffing
or whatever.
Editing, and they need this extra.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know.
I'm feeling a little meh at this point.
I definitely am.
I am curious to see how they're going to close it out, how they're going to close out the season. But the excitement for what's to come is gone. Like, I don't. It's like I don't necessarily have any predictions for what's going to happen. I just assume that at some point Joe's going to meet up with Reese. They're going to have a face off or something. Somebody going to die. But what more can they do with this character and this type of story? So at some point, it's either you should have ended it last season with Joe just going off into the world and we just never know who he is, or it gets to the point where they kind of run the story into the ground, unfortunately.
Right. Which is like, as a storyteller in these shows, it's like you kind of have to make the decision of, do you go out on a high note?
When is it enough?
When is it enough? Or do you keep going until there's nothing left?
Yeah.
And I guess, you know, it was a risk for them to take with which storyline were they going to go? Finding another woman or them trying to do something different? Either way was a risk.
Yeah, a coin toss, I feel like.
How was that? Y'all let us know your thoughts of the final episode of all 5 episodes as a whole. Are you excited for the next part? Do you think this was a good route they went in telling Joe's story? Or do you wish he was just stalking somebody, you know? Let us know your thoughts, and we'll probably see you in the next part.
Yeah, we'll see you in March.
We'll finish it out. All right. Bye.